Today is Abigail's last appointment for the autism evaluation.
Are you ready? I'm going to throw it up in the sky. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Watch Abigail. Watch. Love drawing.
Good morning. So Hadar was supposed to stay home today, and he did, but the base is operational and he has to go in.
Yeah, so I got called in to work. This wasn't supposed to happen. It's Murphy's Laws. What can happen will happen. So I got called back on the appointment of my daughter. The day I reserved to be off, I got called to work. And when I get called to work, it's not for money, it's for other things. So if you know what I do, that's what it's for. It's not just a game. So, how do you feel about that?
War games. It's not a game. It's not a drill. As soon as the guy called, I already knew that he had to go.
That's only like the second time I get called in.
The appointment's in 2 hours.
Here.
So I figured, you know, at least he would be able to
Damn,
stay for
Abigail.
that. No.
Sit down.
Abigail's eating blueberry yogurt with green...
Eating it? She's eating it.
Green powder. It's wearing her. This is what they're eating. It's blueberry with green powder, oatmeal with yogurt. What's wrong?
Don't sit down.
He had to get another pair of underwear because he'd probably stay in the night. Kitty's gonna be so sad, and I know Abigail's gonna be screaming. Hi.
Alright, bye outside. Have a good time. That's okay. I'm leaving, Abigail. Have a good time with mommy. Be good to your mommy. Look at my coffee pill. My coffee pail's make coffee. That's what I was doing. She's crying.
Yeah, the guy's coming to pick him up because I need the car, so.
He's here, so.
Okay.
Bye.
Alright, we're fixing to go. Can't find my phone. Need my phone for directions. I have 15 minutes to get there. I think it's right up the road. Don't know which way to go, though. I don't know why, but the fire department's here. I think they're doing something here, taking pictures or something. It's a pretty little dress. That's that dress I got in Jerusalem for 10 shekels. With these 1 shekel shoes. She looks like she's getting married. Kitty! Yeah. You want me to hold it? That's all I got. 1 kitty. Now show me your shoes. Yeah, get your pretty shoes.
No.
Stay here.
Thank you. What should I do with this? What should I do? Thank you. Wow. Woo! 1, 2, 3, wow! You like that? All right. All done. Look at this. Wow! Tick. There you go. and 2. Where does that go? No, it's not here. No. Is it here? Is it here? No, it doesn't go here. Want it? No, so one. Two. 3. Now, Abigail, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw it up. Ready? Steady. You want bubbles? Okay, afterwards. Come. Look. Ready, steady, go! You didn't like it? You didn't like that?
Crayons.
Come. Take that with you. Let's go over there. Whoa! What happened to the balloon? What happened to the balloon? You really want to draw? Let's give you a paper.
Don't draw on the table.
Give you a piece of paper. Hey. Come. Over here. Okay. You can draw. She's not 2 yet, right?
She's almost 2 at
2.
the end of the month.
Yeah.
Go draw, Abigail.
Oh no, it fell? Oh no. Oh no. What is that?
Banana.
Okay.
Snake.
Yeah. 6? Yeah. Are you done? Are you done drawing? Look what I'm going to do with the balloon. Are you ready? I'm going to throw it up in the sky. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Watch it again. Watch. I love drawing. Okay, and we're going to say goodbye to the paper and to the crayon. Okay, we're going to put it away because I have other games I want us to play. Okay? No? You want it? Okay, all done. Give it to Mommy, and I have other things I want to show you.
Let me see. Very nice. Thank you. I'll draw now. Thank you.
Look, take this. Let me see. I don't think
That's
Mommy
Mommy's.
wants you to take it.
Thank you.
Take. Abigail, come.
Okay, we're home now. I have put Abigail to bed. I'm cooking some chicken here for Raphael. She ate something before she went to bed, but he didn't want that. So there's some kids right outside, and I know some of you are like, hey, I walked next to your house. Hey, I wanted to say hi to you. One girl I know and one girl I don't. So if you're coming and you're like in front of the house, it's half and half whether I feel good enough to come out and say hi to you or not. So anyway, So with Abigail's appointment, she was just basically gathering information. She recorded it twice on 2 different cameras, the entire session. It was an hour long, and it's just basically a play session. What does Abigail do? How does she respond? Does she play back and forth? She was asking for help, and she wasn't really playing back and forth. She kind of ignored her. The woman had a balloon. She's like, oh, look at that balloon, look at that balloon. And Abigail's like this with the toy. She's like, yeah, whatever. Playing with my toy, right? She did that several times. These kids are like right in front of our gate. It's cute, but it's just a little creepy. It's cute. She said, what are your concerns? I said, really basically the only concern that I have is her screaming and her lack of communication, like proper communication. I said she has a very big vocabulary. She's speaking a lot. She probably has echolalia, but it's like at the age where this is normal speech development, except I really do think she has echolalia. So we won't know for sure until she's 3 with that. But basically I told her, I said that she's like half and half to me. So we have one more appointment and they will call, and that's basically where they all come together. See, they do their own individual evaluation. This is why it takes like several months, 6 months or so, to get completely evaluated for autism in Israel. I don't know, it didn't take, I think it took like an hour, maybe two sessions for Zebulon to get a diagnosis, but it wasn't very long. This takes like months, and then they don't want to over diagnose for sure. But we may be part of a study, because I have 2 children with autism. We may be part of a study that like genetically tests and fast tracks tests and studies parents who have more than one child with autism, basically. So there's a study going on here in Israel right now, and she asked if we wanted to be a part of it, and I was like, yeah. I mean, how many families have more than one child with autism? There's not a whole lot of families. It's not super common to have more than one child with autism, but it's not super uncommon. I don't know, how common is it for there to be more than one child with autism if it's not a genetic cause? So I was already tested genetically while I was pregnant for like cystic fibrosis, see if I was a carrier for that, and Fragile X, which can cause autism as well, that same gene mutation. A few other things, like 4 other things, but they were like not testing for an autism gene. There are like, I forget how many I read about. There was like 6 autism genes, I believe, like gene mutations that you could be a carrier of, and your kids could be a carrier of, and never have autism or never have any disorder at all. So it doesn't have to mean that, oh, well, they have this gene, so now they have autism. So we're gonna get most likely just me, because I have a child that does not belong to Hadar, but Hadar has possibly 2 children with autism, only the same mother. So if that makes sense. Like, Hadar was not genetically tested when I was pregnant, which I was like, kind of like, why isn't he genetically tested? Only if I was a carrier for something would they have tested him when I was pregnant with Abigail. I don't know why. I'm waiting on this food to be done because I have it on very high heat because I have to work right now, and this cooking is taking up my time. These kids are still out there. Do you see that chair? Do you see that blueberry chair? Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you see me trying to put my tripod together because my kids keep taking it apart? Yeah. Oh yeah. I give up. Alright, clean. I'm sorry, but nobody deserves this. Nobody deserves it. Okay, I just made some creamy, gluten-free noodles. I believe it's corn. Made it creamy. It's got tuna and a bunch of seasonings and cheese and cream cheese.
You aren't subscribed yet?
Please subscribe and like.
Comment and share. Fully Living.
One day I
Abigail.
found the electric room on Grandpa's. It was I made it.
Earlier, like what was missing?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it all.
So Han's gonna eat his hummus. A raw onion. Look how Australia is.